What can I tell you based off of dating? Why am I so experienced in what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm not like a dating coach or specific. I don't know. I don't just specialize in one thing. That's why I call myself a wise counsel, because I feel I can give advice in many departments based on my own wisdom and experiences. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my love life. First off, I grew up Christian. Lived in a single household, but I was still connected with my father for sure. And we were raised Christian. So my mom, she was more on the strict side. We couldn't have boyfriends or anything like that. But me, I ended up having a boyfriend before I was supposed to. So first relationship was in middle school from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Only reason why I broke up with this person is because they were in a grade lower than me. So I graduated and they were still in middle school while I went to the 9th grade. So fast forward, we just kind of just stopped talking. No, we didn't break up with each other. We just like stopped talking. Now, I did experience a few things in this connection. However, it didn't feel as heartbreaking or like I don't know. It was heartbreaking, but not like how it was when I started getting older. This person, I caught them letting someone sit on their lap, and this person gave me the runaround with this one girl. Okay, she was over here beat up with me when that's my man, sis. What are you mad at me for? Just a bunch of jealousy and envy, and me talking about it is crazy because I never really, I guess, talked about it. Um, but yeah, I guess that really shocked me because I didn't know that that person could do something like that, especially because we weren't the type to do the whole, um, I don't know, we didn't have sexual relations or nothing like that. I didn't do anything until like I was about to turn 17 in like a week. And I only did something, and we're gonna get to this, was because I was pressured into doing something. With this ended up being somebody that I married. But let's go back to this middle school sweetheart. Anyways, fast forward from that situation, I ended up seeing them years later. They ended up going to the same school as me, but I ended up reconnecting with them when I graduated, and I really seen their true colors. Like sometimes when you experience things with people, sometimes you don't really label them as, oh, you ain't shit, or oh, you're a narcissist, or boom boom bam, because I didn't know any of those things existed. Okay, as I said, I was Christian. I wasn't into spirituality, or I didn't even know about it. So I was just constantly blindly in a naive and gullible way just extending myself to people because I didn't really see clearly. Okay, so yeah, that person was not for me. But did it tear me up inside, cause me to become stressed and depressed? No, it did not. But I still felt some type of, some type of way. I guess I won't go too into deep on these different things. But anyways, second relationship in my life was in high school. The 9th and 10th grade, I dated this person, and they were low key talking to another person. And I found out because me and this girl who used to be my best friend, I grabbed the person that was my boyfriend at the time, his phone. We went in the bathroom, and I was just dry like on his Instagram or something I was doing, and I ended up seeing all of the messages, honey. Crazy thing is, this person also went to the school that I ended up going to. Cause you know how I said 9th and 10th grade, I ended up going to the 11th and 12th at a different school, which is Sterling High School, um, in Houston. And the other school that I went to two high schools, was 9th and 10th. This was a fraud school. They had to get shut down. Um, this school was called Global Learning Village. At first, it was called Hope Academy. And then my middle school, that was Inspired for Excellence, I believe. So yeah, the crazy thing is, the first boyfriend from Inspired for Excellence ended up going to Sterling, and the second boyfriend that I met at Hope Academy slash Global Learning Village ended up going to Sterling. So it was just crazy. But anyways, I found out all that I needed to see within that 19th grade year, and that was something that hurted my feelings as well, but not as much as this 11th and 12th grade relationship. So let's move on to relationship 3. Oh, and the crazy thing is, with this person who I was talking to in the 9th and 10th grade, I ended up reconnecting with them. And We never did anything sexual. The crazy thing is I never did really anything too crazy with any of these people. Only thing that we did was like probably kiss, hold hands, stuff like that. Now, this second boyfriend, they were a bit they were a Taurus sun. So I guess they weren't as the one that was pressuring me was a Capricorn sun. So I guess the Taurus one, he was more like grounded. He wasn't really trying to, come off like very controlling, but at the same time I still felt that, I was still uncomfortable with um keeping it at holding hands or doing this and doing that. We went to my mom's house so she could meet him. This was the first boyfriend that she ever met. She didn't know about Cameron Banks because I couldn't have a boyfriend at the time. So this story is probably all over the place. But yeah, the crazy thing is he was like, sit on my lap or something like that. And we never really be doing stuff like that. So I guess he was getting hella comfortable. My mom came in there and she was like, where y'all think y'all at? Child, I was so embarrassed. But yeah, this person, I ended up connecting with them after I graduated. And I was just being nice to them because they was over here talking about how, they was so heartbroken by this girl. The crazy thing is the girl was somebody that I vented to about him. I was when I ended up seeing him going to the other high school. I was like, girl, that's my ex. And then I ended up seeing the girl that he was cheating on me with, and she started going to the same school. Child, my life is crazy as I'm thinking about it. But yeah, this is probably where the trust issues started getting even more deep, because I kept going through things with different people. But I guess I was at like a younger age, and I had like a certain outlook on things. I wasn't spiritual at the time. I always been a light worker at heart, so I guess I was just a forgiving, loving person, but that don't mean that I was letting people walk over me. I didn't stand for none of that, so I was walking off on people, cutting them off, but I think I was ended up getting back in a connection with them. That's probably where that pattern started at, because I was like, I have a habit of disconnecting from people, walking away, but going back into their life, or if I'm not fully off of them, I find myself in another relationship, so I'm realizing it's probably what I was doing throughout my time. And when I think about my mom's relationships, she was like dating people. If it didn't work out, then it didn't work out, and then I'll see her with someone else. So I feel like a lot of times anyways, this is not what this video about, so let me just finish getting back to the point. So yeah, he was just venting to me about this fake girl who I guess supposedly broke his heart, and that's what he get because you did all of that to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us were supposed to be people's divine counterparts, but they weren't our divine counterparts. They fumbled the bag. So he over here talking about how hurt he is, and it was crazy because I'm like, weren't you a cheater? So I guess he entered a period of his life where he didn't cheat anymore, or where he wasn't interested in doing it. He was trying to just be a one lady man, or however the saying goes. I don't know which part of the video I left off from talking because I was just talking and it cut out my whole video, so I had to go back and delete some stuff, so hopefully that helped. But I was talking about, I honestly don't even know. I was talking about the person that was the third relationship that I became in, but I feel like I was still talking about the second person. So anyways, with this second person, we ended up reconnecting, and they ended up doing something to me without my consent, because at first it started off like there was oral activity involved. So this was actually the first time that I ever climaxed, because like I said, I had met this person like again later on in my life, after I had already lost my virginity and stuff like that. So I was kind of already like, it was kind of already a normal thing to do stuff with people, right? It's not normal for me anymore. I don't go around just because I like you or love you, letting you do stuff to me, or me doing stuff to you. No, I completely don't. But at that time before, I had let them do that. But I was already coming into wisdom, knowledge, probably was spiritual at the time. I don't know. And yeah, so that was the first time I ever climaxed, right? I never climaxed with penetration, with oral, but when I had connected with this person, they made me climax orally. And then I was like so like shocked because that never happened to me. Next thing you know, he just gonna insert his little bitty thing. And I was like, I felt so disrespected. And I was like, well, like, he already in this motherfucker, so. But, thinking about it now, I hate that I continued to let that person do that. But I ended up telling them that, and they supposedly apologized, honey.